Hey guys, I'm Mark McKillier with liveanabolic.com, and today I have 5 tips for you guys on how to get back in shape after not having worked out for a long time. And I know this is going to really touch base for a lot of you guys out there, because guess what? I'm 56. Most of you guys watching today are going to be over 40. And unfortunately, a lot of you guys really haven't worked out since you were in your 20s, maybe even since you were in high school, all right? So how the hell do you get back in shape? Where do you start? Guys, tip number 1, right here. It's all about getting your mind right. All right, so much of this is mental, guys. It's not as hard as you think, but it is hard to start. But it's always hard to start because of right up here. Same thing for me. I have the same problem, guys, okay? I promise. So, why did you want to get back in shape in the first place? That's the first thing you need to ask yourself, and then keep track of all the reasons, and then just kind of reiterate that to yourself. So, why are we getting back in shape? Well, guys, we all have different reasons, but most of us have reasons that overlap with one another. First of all, your health. Guys, are you tired of feeling tired all the time? Trust me, I get there, okay? I get the same feeling, especially when I start skipping a few workouts here and there and start eating kind of crappy. And it doesn't take long for it to start to affect me. My energy levels start to drop, and I start feeling a little puffy, and I don't feel real good about myself. Mainly it's a guilt trip I get on, okay, when I realize I've been screwing up. But think about it. You guys might have been screwing up for 20 or 30 years. How do you start again? All right. I think one of the most important things, and it's fine to admit this, guys. This is the truth that most people won't say out loud. And you want to get back in shape because of your ego. Let me tell you, that is probably the number one reason why I like working out and eating healthy and staying in great shape. It's all about looking good. I mean, it really is. Now, there's a whole lot of other side benefits, and some of you guys don't have as big an ego as I have, okay? So you don't care as much what you look like, but you do care about other things like a lack of energy or a lack of libido and all kinds of other things. So, ego. I care what I look like. I care what other people think about me, okay, about what I look like. So that's a biggie, all right? And there's nothing wrong with admitting that. I mean, if most people were intellectually honest with themselves, they would say that is the number one reason why they want to get in shape, because of the way they look. All right, a second one, guys, is your family. Come on, think about this. Your wife, your kids, your mom and dad, your siblings, your nieces and nephews, your cousins. Come on. Don't you want to be around, so you can see these people grow up, your kids, your nieces and nephews. Guys, we still got a long ways. I'm 56 years old, okay? And I don't feel like I'm 56. Mentally, psychologically, I feel like I'm 26 or 36. Now, my joints, my back, I realize that I'm not. But psychologically, I feel young, and I intend to be around for a long time. At least another 20, probably 30 years or longer. So guess what? I don't want to spend the next 30 years of my life just kind of trudging along because I'm out of shape and I can't do the things that I want to do. All right? Your family wants you to be around that long too, I promise. So stay in shape, get back in shape, okay? But for your family. That's a great reason to do it, okay? Now, another one is, guess what? Medical bills. It is expensive being unhealthy, okay? I'm sure you guys know that out there. So, your insurance, your medical insurance could potentially be much higher, okay, if you're in really, really bad shape. And then secondly, if you're always getting sick or hurt or having to go to see the doctor, or you're having to take all these medications because you're overweight and you have high blood pressure, and maybe you have problems with insulin resistance, maybe you're diabetic, a lot of those things, okay, can be taken control of just by getting back in shape. Think how much money you'll save. All right, let's say you don't care. Ego isn't an issue with you. And let's say the family is not a big a deal because you don't have a big family, okay, that's depending on you, okay? But guess what? It's expensive to be out of shape. Trust me, I'm sure you guys know that. So Let's save yourself a ton of money, okay, on pills and doctor visits by just getting back in shape. Another fantastic thing is when we get back in shape. Now this is all mental, okay? These are the things you need to remember why you're going through all this effort to get back in shape. Man, do you remember the energy you used to have when you were a kid, when you were a teenager, or in your 20s when you were actually still in decent shape? Not to mention, remember the libido you had when you were young? Dude, that was incredible. It was fantastic. So guess what? You're not going to be 20 again, but you can come a long way back towards those good old days when it comes to libido. If you really get yourself in shape, trust me guys, it's helped me a ton. And then also the mental focus you have, so when you're in shape and you're eating right, you have more energy, you can just be focused. You get more accomplished at work, you get more accomplished around the house, you just feel better, okay? And then finally, self-respect, guys. This is one that I think about a lot, especially when I see other people, okay, just kind of walking around. I don't care whether it's at the store or the movie theater or just in public. I look at some of these people and I go, guys, gals, don't y'all have any self-respect? For goodness sakes, you look horrible. I wouldn't leave the house if I looked like some of these people. So self-respect can be a huge motivator, guys. Don't be a quitter, okay? Just tell yourself that. Don't give up on life. You can get back in shape, okay? It's gonna be a long, hard road to hoe, but you can do it. Self-respect is important. Okay guys, tip number 2, and that is, this is not a sprint. You're gonna have to get that into your head, guys. This is a marathon. Have you ever wondered why the gym is really busy in January after all those New Year's resolutions, and then by March or April, it's pretty much empty? It's because people don't set realistic goals. They expect to go in and work out for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, and see huge instant results, and when they don't get them, they get really depressed and let down. They give up. Remember, they're a quitter. That was one of the things in tip number 1. I said, self-respect, don't be a quitter. Guys, realistic goals are important. You've heard the old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Same thing with this. So how long did it take you to get out of shape, put all that weight on? Did it take like 3 weeks? It took years, sometimes decades to get into the shape you're in right now. Now, it's not going to take decades to get rid of all that belly fat. You can see fantastic results really in just a few months. And, of course, the more effort you put into it and the more strict you are with your diet, the more dedicated you are, the quicker the results are going to be, okay? But guys, you got to be patient, okay? Once again, that's mental, okay, right? And then the other thing is, don't beat yourselves up, guys. This is something I do to myself sometimes. I catch myself doing. So if you miss a workout or you cheat and eat a really bad meal, okay, don't just beat yourself up and say, well, that's it. I give up. I screwed up. I'm no good. Might as well just quit instead of, doing this, half-assed. That is something I fight with all the time, guys. So it doesn't matter, okay? Once again, you're gonna have lots and lots of failures. You're gonna have a lot of setbacks. I'm always dealing with this, guys. So don't beat yourself up. Once again, that's mental, right? And then guys, don't diet. And when I say diet, I mean don't go on one of these crazy, gimmicky fad diets, because guess what? Diets have beginnings and ends. All right, so what happens at the end of a diet? You go back to your old way of eating, you put all the weight back on. So instead, you need to listen to a lot of the advice we give you on this channel about how to eat, what to eat. Guys, it's all about consistency when it comes to your diet. So eat healthy and smart on a daily basis. That is not a diet. That is just being wise. All right, guys, tip number 3, and that is tell the people around you, your close friends, your family, etc., that you are on a mission to get back in shape. Now, why do I say this? Well, because you can use them, okay? They can serve to hold you accountable, okay? So if you tell them what you're doing and tell them that you really want their help, okay, they're gonna basically hold your feet to the fire. They're gonna say, well, hey man, why are you drinking that Coca-Cola? Why are you eating those French fries? I thought you were trying to get back into shape. You know, why are you sitting on the couch having somebody else mow your lawn when you could be out there mowing the lawn? Why is the dog sitting in the backyard? Why aren't you out there walking the dog? You know, why didn't you go to the gym today? You know, why didn't you do your workout program at home today? All right. So that is a huge motivator, guys. So you need to use your close friends and family to help hold you accountable. And then also, if you can, and I know this is much harder, than it sounds, but if you can find a friend, okay, a peer, who's in the same boat as you, who wants to get back in shape, oh my God, that is so much better, so helpful, because you and your friend, if y'all decide you want to go work out at the gym together, wow, that's so cool, because I know, you've been out of the gym for 20, 30 years, it's going to be intimidating going back. If you have someone to go with you that's a good buddy, you walk in there together, it's not embarrassing, okay? Plus, you can spot each other, you can push each other, and if you have a friend doing this with you, set up some contests, okay? Some real simple goals. I don't care whether it's just who can lose the most weight or who can lose the biggest percentage, okay, of body fat, or who can improve their lifting in certain exercises more than the other guy. I mean, there's all kinds of, fun, cool little contests that you can hold. So tell the people around you what you're doing and use them to motivate you and to hold you accountable. Okay guys, tip number 4 revolves around recovery. Unfortunately, we're not 20-year-olds anymore, okay? We're in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and rest and recovery is actually more important now than it was when we were young. Guess what? Everything takes longer to repair now, okay? We don't heal as fast as we used to. Unfortunately, it's not your fault. I'm the exact same way. So if you were so sore and achy from your workout the previous day that you can't give it 100% today, guess what? You're kind of screwing the pooch, right? So your workout today is going to be ineffective because you didn't get enough rest and recovery from the workout yesterday. So it depends on how your workouts are structured. You can work out back to back, day after day after day, as long as you're not working the same muscle groups, okay? You need to give muscle groups several days rest for them to fully recover and repair those damaged muscle fibers. But you gotta listen to your bodies, guys, all right? You're gonna hear me say that a lot in a lot of these different videos, some of my workout videos. And it's advice that I don't always take, all right? Sleep is really important, much more important now. And guess what? As we get older, it's harder to get good sleep, right? When you were young, man, boom, head hit the pillow, you were asleep, you slept nice and deep all night. Nowadays, if you're like me, you toss and turn all night. I get up to go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times, and oh my God. So we really need to be careful and make sure we get plenty of sleep, especially for you guys that have to get up super early to go to work, all right? That'll really screw up, okay, this whole process of getting back into shape. If you're not getting enough sleep on a regular basis, you're gonna really be frustrated. So let me give you one quick example about listening to your body, something that I don't always do, okay? Literally this week, I just started feeling horribly run down. I wasn't even sure why. I was achy, I was exhausted, I wasn't getting good sleep at all. No matter how tired I was, I still wasn't sleeping good at night. Well, it turned out I've been working out really hard day after day after day, and I wasn't taking my normal days off on the weekends, okay? So I was pushing myself too hard. Not only was I lifting weights every day without giving my body rest, I was also doing some pretty serious high-intensity cardio almost every day, okay? So I was working out twice a day sometimes. And so guess what? I ain't 26 anymore, I'm 56, and my body finally let me know. I was so exhausted, I just said, screw it. I skipped the gym for the last 2 days. I didn't do any running, no high-intensity cardio. I'm basically am exhausted. I'm just letting my body recover over the weekend now so that come Monday, I'll be able to hit it hard again. So guys, you got to listen to your body. Okay guys, and finally, to tip number 5. You're gonna love this one. The tip is, follow the tips on this channel. All right guys, Gary and I combined have, I don't know, over 4 decades of experience. Guys, that's a long, long time. And trust me, We know what we're talking about, all right? It shows, right? Look at Gary, look at me. I mean, we're doing something right. So you need to listen to what we're saying. Guys, our job here on this channel is to constantly bring you new information and new techniques on how guys over 40 can get back into shape and live fulfilling, exciting lives, okay? And in the process, what I hope we're trying to do for you guys is to make these videos fun, compelling, interesting, and motivating. Okay guys, and to wrap everything up, the 5 tips on how to get back in shape when it's been a long time. Number 1, mindset. You gotta get your mind straight, guys. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Number 2, you gotta remember, it's not a sprint, guys. This is a marathon. You need to set realistic goals. Number 3, tell your good friends and family that you are on a mission and use them to help motivate you and hold you accountable. Tip number 4, rest and recovery. Hey guys, we ain't spring chickens anymore, and guess what? It takes us longer to get over these hard, tough workouts that I want you guys to push yourself through. You need to listen to your bodies, guys. And then finally, tip number 5, it's my favorite tip. Listen to the tips on this channel. Listen to what Gary and I are telling you, because guys, it's tried and true. We've been doing this for decades and we know what we're talking about. And finally, heck, I hope you liked this video. Guess what? Look over here. We got tons more videos for you to watch on this channel. And then be sure and share these things with some of your buddies that you know are going to benefit. Be sure and like it, post some comments below, and subscribe to this channel. And then finally, just like always, guys, never give up on yourself and always stick with it.